Bippity boppity boo. And you are tuned in to Absurdist News.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Absurdist News. I'm Marks.
I'm Max.
I'm Dave.
And hey, boys, before we get started, I just want you to know that according to the show statistics, Canada's coming for the States in regards to our listenership.
Oh,
Apparently,
really?
a lot of people in Canada started listening to our
doesn't make any
podcast.
All right. Okay, Canada.
Dave
well
and
done.
I are in the Dave and I are in the States.
Right.
Then you're in Canada, and that's all
Which
our
means
listeners.
that
How does that make sense?
you fucks aren't pulling your goddamn weight.
What?
true. I don't-
Whoa, you
I
better
don't-
calm down, all right? I've been
don't
pulling my
listen.
weight. You
I
know
don't
what?
listen to every episode.
I listen to
You know-
every episode, and I post, all right? And while I'm on this rant, I hate Shark Week. Now let's move on.
Why do you? Okay, that's a discussion for another time. But we've got some cool stuff lined up for you. I'm going to be the host this week. Are you
What's
guys
wrong
ready
with
for
Shark
the?
Week?
I just don't like it. It's
We're
annoying.
moving past it. We're
It's
moving past
overrated.
it. We'll talk about Shark Week afterwards. But the theme for this week is grandmothers.
Grandmas.
Grannies. Stories related to grandmothers, grandchildren, and all of that type of stuff. No, each story has some sort of grandmother affiliation in it.
How'd you land on that topic? Out of everything,
You know, I'll explain later.
are we at the bottom of the barrel already? Is that how we got to grandmothers?
I'm hoping that you will appreciate this topic.
We couldn't even do fast food part 2.
Yikes. But also, too, we have something special lined up here. We've got the folks over at Mixed Drinks and Mysteries. They're going to be doing a little guest reading for us of our second article here. But without further ado, let's get into this. First article for this week is, "Oh, 'tis all money now. Local grandmother takes down Christmas." All right, so a grandmother named Jessica Roche, I probably said that wrong, I apologize, who's 67 years old, has called Christmas a money racket when summing up the seasonal holidays to a news reporter outside of a mall. Supposedly, this grandmother has had enough of her grandchildren opening up their expensive presents and still looking very unsatisfied when opening it up. One of her grandsons had gotten a PlayStation 4. This is also last year's Christmas, just so we can put this time frame together here. To which Jessica said, "He'll probably never use the bloody thing." Also, this is in England, and so that's why the word bloody is thrown in there, because the English people like using
I just
bloody.
imagine the PlayStation covered in blood.
Well, that's a horror movie that I'd be interested in seeing.
I probably wouldn't use a bloody PlayStation either.
I feel like it'd be a little defective.
I could clean it pretty easily, actually.
Now I'm concerned.
What an ending of the movie PlayStation's haunted, cleans it. Oh, it's fine. End credits.
And we're good. No more ghosts. Okay, so to end this all off, another quote from Jessica was, "Back in my day, we would have been happy with a wooden car or even a hula hoop." I don't know why I said it in my old person voice, but I just went for the old person voice.
Because it's a
on
fucking
that.
old person, Marks. You're quoting an
yes.
old person. That's why you said in your old person voice.
No, that's true.
That's good logic right there.
But I didn't use my old person voice for the first quote.
Just
so
keep going.
That's the end of the article. Yeah, basically this grandmother was just like, controversial opinion, but Christmas fucking sucks because all it is a money grab nowadays for all these spoiled children.
When you said she took down Christmas, I thought she was like the Grinch, where she
I
just
mean, she
goes.
kind of is.
But I thought she was going to go
Like
to people's
emotional.
houses and rob Christmas gifts or rob stores from Christmas or something like that.
Admittedly, that would have been a lot more radical than what happened here.
It would have, but she's just a Scrooge. She's like bah humbug.
Which
Yeah.
makes me skeptical as to why this is news.
I mean, well, she kind of just went up to a news reporter and started ranting about how Christmas kind of sucks around the time of Christmas. So, you know, that kind of makes sense to me.
Kanye did. She just went up and grabbed the mic. She's like, "I'm gonna let you finish." But Christmas is trash.
She Kanye Wested Christmas.
The odd part was the reporter was not talking about Christmas. He was talking about an opening of a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's fucking June. What is she talking about?
We're celebrating this Chick-fil-A opening. What are you doing, lady? Like, relax, all right?
senile old grandmother comes and complains about Christmas at opening of Chick-fil-A.
That is funny. That's comedy.
Is Chick-fil-A even a thing in the UK?
I'll have to do some research, but why not? I mean, those delicious
I
waffle
think they do
fries.
have chicken over there.
They do
Yeah,
have
that's
chicken.
true. But like, the whole like racial thing that the Chick-fil-A CEO guy went on.
What racial thing? He's not racist.
Isn't he?
No,
Or was
he's
he
not
sexist?
racist.
I don't remember. He's something
I don't think
bad.
so.
I mean,
Yeah,
look,
because Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays.
he has religious views, but he's not racist or anything like that.
Religion exists in the UK, Marks.
Oh, sorry.
There you
no,
go.
the Chick-fil-A CEO announced anti-LGBTQ stuff.
Okay,
That's what he did.
That one makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he did. Okay, there we go. There we go. I knew there was a little controversy here. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we go into our second article here, presented by Chad and Casey from Mixed Drinks and Mysteries.
We have been given the honor to read an article that is called Grandmother 81 Given ASBO for Wearing a Bikini in Her Garden. So
All right, let's get into
let's
this one.
just jump right in. 'Cause I just don't even know what to say. So an 81-year-old grandmother was given a quote-unquote nuisance notice for wearing a bikini in her own garden. She was a former model.
So, I mean, let her flaunt it then.
Yeah, go girl. Do what you need to do. But
She knows what's going on.
yeah, she was threatened with legal action by a town hall after being given a new style ASBO, which I had no idea what that was, but it stands for antisocial behavior notice, to prevent her from wearing her two-piece swimsuit on the property. Yeah, so her statement was, "I felt bullied, intimidated, and steamrolled." I mean, you're 81. There's a certain age where you can just do whatever you want after that
First
age.
off, if I'm confident enough at 81 to be wearing like a Speedo,
Absolutely.
then hell yeah, I'm
need to
doing
be
it.
doing that,
If I'm in
yeah.
that good a shape, your boy's gonna be out there at 82 in his little thong Speedo.
Absolutely.
What's up? At the nursing home? Hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. See, I mean, I don't even like wearing a bikini now. Like, good for her. I mean, whatever. But she felt bullied. I get it. So these ASBOs, or nuisance notices, or whatever they're calling them, they've been giving out like 20,000.
What?
Yeah, so it's like not just her, there's other people. This one was actually withdrawn on a technicality.
Oh, there
so
we go.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, go grandma, go. But I don't know. It didn't say what the technicality was, so I'm not sure.
Idiocy?
But-
Probably idiocy.
Well, just as like a piece of information, so the article says that the number of notices has increased by 58% from 3,943 in 2014 to, let's see, 6,243 in between 2017 and 2018.
So they're just trying to make money
They're
off
just-
stupid stuff.
Yeah, they're just going all in. But I mean, what would you even say if you got one? Like,
Ha?
also,
And
what
then
do you want me
tear
to
it
do?
up?
Like, if this grandma's wearing her bikini, like, I'm sure the situation has already ended. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I went inside and changed. What?
I want to know who reported her. That's
know, right?
You know who it was? It was Charlene down the street. That she's 75
She's so
and
jealous.
she can't
I
pull
know.
that off.
I know. She can't hold a candle to. She's a former model, you know, and I'm sure old Betty down the street wasn't. With these, they are punishable with fines. It looks like 100 euros, which I guess in American dollars is probably roughly $1 million, right? I don't know this translation.
Yeah, we're
Roughly,
let's take a trip to Europe and we'll
it's
see.
73,000. Yeah. Okay, great.
God,
So,
yes,
but if it goes to court, the fine rises up to 2,500 euros.
Jeez.
Yeah. So you
For a
could
bikini.
you could do 100 or 2,500. So basically, people are obviously up in arms about it sounds like, people just handing out these notices. But the campaign group, the Manifesto Club, submitted the information request, said many of the notices appeared to restrict people's freedom to live as they pleased in their own homes. So that's true. Like, the really, I mean, it's what are they going to start doing? Putting cameras in people's homes?
Yeah, no.
See
this
what's
isn't-
inside?
This isn't Big Brother.
Right.
I mean, come on, let's get this going. You can wear a bikini and you can feed the pigeons, for God's sake.
Yeah.
It's just like the episode of The Office where
Michael's just throwing out whole pieces of slices of bread. Classic. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do that. So, I don't know. I mean, sounds pretty believable to me.
Guys, it's a tough one. I mean, I don't know who's going this.
Absurdist News is out here throwing us some toughies.
I don't know who's going this time, but you got your work cut out for you. We're Mixed Drinks and Mysteries, by the way. I'm Chad.
I'm Casey. We do. Okay, well, you want to give them a rundown?
Yeah, I mean, I do paranormal. I talk about paranormal activities, cryptids, strange happenings, mysteries, and then Casey here does
Murder, true crime, anything in the sorts, disappearances, cold cases. We welcome it all. We also do a nightly drink when we talk about what we're drinking. So tonight, I mean, I'm not drinking anything right now.
You're drinking Torchy's taco.
Torchy's taco soda. But yeah, check us out. We're pretty much available everywhere. Spotify, Apple,
all of that.
Stitcher, Google.
And hit us up on Twitter. We're drinks_mixed, or you can just search Mixed Drinks and Mysteries. You'll find us.
You'll find us there.
What's our Instagram handle?
Our Instagram, thanks to the Absurdist News folks, they're the ones that made it possible.
Casey's
but
been so happy about this, guys.
Mixed DM Pod, so just like our email too.
So, yeah.
Pretty simple, but thank y'all so much for having us.
Check us out, guys.
Thank you to Mixed Drinks and Mysteries. And so for the two of you, we'll talk more about them afterwards, but that article was called Grandmother 81 given ASBO for wearing a bikini in her garden.
Listen, my grandmother already apologized for that, okay? Stop hounding her.
Have I talked about how I don't like old people on this podcast before?
I don't think you have.
You talked about squirrels, how you hate them, but never old people. So I'm ready to listen. Yes, I'm ready to listen.
There's no really reason. It's kind of just kind of getting in the way.
So the question is, Dave, as an old person, how do you feel?
I feel offended.
Old people, give them like 10 years.
I mean, I thought me and Max were cool, but apparently we're not anymore. So I'm sorry that I offended you, Max, with my elderly ways.
Well, listen, just wear a bikini and then go hang out with Max, and he'll not forgive you. Actually, he'll probably hate you even more.
Probably.
I think that's how that works. Okay, well, let's move on to article number 3 here. This fun little one is called Man Horrified to Find Grandma Wore His Sex Toys as Socks.
I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be? All right, that's horrifying. I don't think we need to read the article. That's already horrifying. Article number 4.
What sex toys?
So this happened in
like a pocket pussy?
Yes. So this happened in Japan. A 21-year-old was horrified when he found out that his grandmother was using his sex toys, thinking they were thermal socks. His grandmother told him she was borrowing his socks, and well, they weren't socks. That's for sure.
Oh no, Grandma!
He then proceeded to take a video of this and then post it on Twitter, expressing his disdain and general shock. In order to get his grandmother to take the sex toys off, he had to tell his grandmother what they actually were. And this whole live reaction is recorded. And in spite of all of this, he has decided he is going to try and sell these socks because he wasn't planning on using them anymore.
Who the hell's going to buy that? Is there a market for used sex toys / grandma socks?
I think the value goes up with the grandma portion.
Do they really? How? Explain that theory.
People like feet.
You heard it here first, everyone. Absurdist News reports people like feet.
Not personally. I think toes are the worst body part.
We've actually had this discussion before, haven't we?
All right, have we?
Riles, when do we need him?
All right, what's this discussion? I need to ask.
No, this is a discussion for another time.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
There are some potential hot takes here that not gonna put Max on blast unless he wants to put himself on blast.
The problem with this podcast is I talk to Mark so much on Discord in just various situations.
I'm always out of the loop.
Like, I don't remember if we were podcasting when I told him this stuff, or if we were just talking when I said this stuff.
We were playing a game with Riles, and then he just started going on this tangent.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on?
You need to save all this material for this podcast so I can be part of the conversation too. Now I feel left out. This old person is left out. You young
Max,
kids and your feet and your disgusting body
You want
parts.
to tell Max? You want to tell Dave what your team name was?
Look, I'm just saying there are two options. There are two things you can do sexually, and you have to be on one side or the other.
All right, let's move on.
just
Let's move on. I'm sorry I asked.
Dave, you wanted to know.
Nope, not anymore. I am backtracking. I am.
It's like you either eat ass or you suck toes. And I think from me saying toes are the worst body part, you can tell which side I'm on.
Dave, are you uncomfortable yet?
I am super uncomfortable. Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
All right, next article.
Man, horrified. Come on, Grandma. Stop wearing your grandson's things.
You're bringing it around. Okay, so this article is called Boob, Nipple, Everything. Family trip honoring dead grandmother ruined by topless female photobomber. So, a family went to Cypress, Texas, and basically their grandmother had recently passed, and so they took this trip in honor for their grandmother. A quote from the mother who took all the photos there was, "I just feel completely disrespected," as she noticed that going through all of the family photos, that there was one photo that stood out. "You can see her boob, nipple, everything," she explained. "We're trying to recreate memories. Having some chick's boob isn't allowing us to do that." So I think it is worth mentioning that it was only in like a couple photos that like this woman had appeared. And I guess it was like while they were like posing as a family and she was in the background. And so this story ends with the mother saying, "Let's make this go viral so that she can be embarrassed," which is a little bit of a vengeful take on this whole thing.
Why not just throw out the photo? I mean, I get why she's upset, but if it's just a couple of photos, I mean, first of all, let me say this. I apologize and my condolences for your loss. Get over yourself, though.
I mean, it's definitely like sweet, sweet revenge.
Is it?
I mean, it must be.
This naked lady ruined my vacation. Talk bad about her.
She's already fucking walking around topless in Texas anyway. I don't think she gives a shit.
No, not at all.
That's probably true.
She sounds like a woman that has given up on everyone and everything when you walk around topless in Texas.
Maybe she's just hot.
Like,
I feel like there are more reasons
Well,
than just I've given
is.
up on life to do that.
I like Max's idea. It's just hot, you know. Texas is just very hot. You know?
South.
I know what you meant, Max.
It's
Old man Dave bringing his maturity to the.
That's right. I mean, after the last topic, I have to do it. You know?
Okay, well, let's go to our last and final article here.
We are zooming.
We are zooming through this. This is making up for all those damn weeks that we recorded 45 minutes plus, and then I had to cut that shit down afterwards.
I'm sorry
I'm in
if our
charge,
conversations
bitches.
are awesome, Marcus.
Dave,
All right.
maybe at the end we'll have time for Shark Week.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
that's a possibility.
Okay, well, this article, I decided to go out on a little bit more of a bang on this one, as you'll see.
Okay.
Is called Grandmother 75 Holds Car Theft Suspect at Gunpoint Until Deputies Arrive.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, first of all, guess where this story takes place.
I'm going to either guess Florida or Texas. I'm guessing Florida.
Okay, Max,
Texas is a good guess.
you think Texas? I mean, it's like, well, it's in Alabama, which that
Whoa,
also makes sense,
okay.
doesn't it?
Yeah, okay, I see it. Still, Florida and Texas are good options.
Yeah. If you told me Texas, I would have been like 100%. That's
It's
definitely
the
a
South.
thing. It's, yeah. So in Alabama, this 75-year-old lady named Marcia Black, who is a grandmother of 4, held a suspected car theft hostage until deputies could arrive on scene. So I'm going to try and break this down for you because the story was a little bit confusing in how it was all laid out. But the man apparently approached her house and was like walking up, looking a little sketchy, And so she decided, I'm going to grab my hunting rifle, and walked outside and pointed it at him while he was just like, hey, ma'am, can I use your phone? She asked him to stay there, but he continued to move forwards towards the house, despite the fact that she had a gun trained on him. And so this is a quote from Black, who said, he wouldn't get down, so I shot in the air. And then he realized I meant business, so he got down on his knees. So while this was happening,
when does the car come into this? When
That's a
did
good
he try and
question.
steal the car?
That's a great question.
So this is actually, I'm not 100% sure what happened, but at some point he had either crashed the car or abandoned the car and was trying to escape on foot.
I thought you said she held him at gunpoint inside his car, though. Or did I misheard that?
Holds car theft suspect at gunpoint.
Oh, car theft. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh, so it's
Yes.
not her car
No.
he's stealing.
That would have been even more wild. So her kids, sorry, not her kids, her grandkids called 911, and then as soon as the deputies arrived to be like, hey, it's that guy, let's go get him, then he got up and booked it. He didn't make it very far before he got tackled and cuffed. And the lady basically was just like, well, y'all welcome, because I held that man at gunpoint until you guys could arrive here. And so her 15-year-old granddaughter was quoted saying, it's just amazing to me that I got to witness my grandmother in action. And so
That's an awesome grandma.
to sum this story up and just really cement how Southern this is, no offense to anyone in the South, but Marcia Black said, it's just another day. If something happens, you take care of it. And that's it. And that's the end of the article.
That's awesome. That's a great grandma right there. Look, there's two things scary in this world when it comes to grandmas. Grandmas with guns and grandmas buying their grandson's sex toys as socks. Those are the top two right there in scariness.
In that grandmother's defense, I don't think she realized what they were.
All right, then the second place is naked grandma. So,
Okay.
is that better?
I mean, I guess. So, yeah, this grandmother was basically just like, first of all, like, also, too, like, it was like a full-out hunting rifle that she just, like, kept trained on this man, which...
Can you imagine the robber going back to his place with all his friends? Like, yo, did you get the car from the old lady? Yeah, she held me at gunpoint. Oh, the grandmother stopped. Oh, okay. That ruins his reputation as a criminal for the rest of his life. No one will take him seriously.
Is there any crime that you could get stopped by a grandmother that wouldn't really be embarrassing?
I mean, you have to go big, right?
Go on.
I mean, you have to steal like a helicopter or something.
Wait.
So, all right, I like this. So, no, I like this. His reputation is ruined because his grandmother stopped him. It's like, okay, how do I get my reputation back? I'm gonna steal a helicopter or the Declaration of Independence.
If you're gonna get stopped by a grandma, the intensity of your crime has to outweigh the intensity of getting stopped by grandma.
Max is 100% right. 100% right. He has to go rob a bank or something.
I'm sorry,
I
but
don't
like,
even know if a
in
bank is
what
intense enough.
world is Helicopter Granny gonna be in the same place as helicopter?
That'd be awesome.
Exactly, right? Like, so you're stealing the helicopter, you're flying it away, and then, like, a little one-man plane comes by, Granny's, like, sitting on top of it.
No, it's even better. It's even better. He holds the pilot in gunpoint. Then she takes off her helicopter mask and reveals it's the grandmother, and gives him a gun and holds him at gunpoint. Like everywhere he goes, this grandmother's haunting him.
He's consistently being stopped by grandmothers.
That's right.
It's like Scooby-Doo, except instead of the gang, it's grandmother.
That's grandmother. He's trying to steal quarters from the fountain in the mall, and there's a grandmother right behind him, shoving his head in the fountain, drowning him.
Well, okay, that's more believable than Helicopter Granny. I do admit, Dave. I can see that situation being a lot more likely to happen, as opposed to a man trying to steal a helicopter being foiled by a grandmother.
This is true. I'm happy this is true. Well, I don't know if it's true, but I hope it's true.
Helicopter Granny strikes again.
Helicopter Granny is awesome.
Watch the skies, friends.
We have our
Watch
title.
the sky. She's coming. What if we just
she's
use all
she's
the
parachuting?
grandmas?
You think she's
from-
parachuting as well?
She probably
SEAL Team
could.
6?
She's high-fiving the wolves as she hops out.
What if we replace SEAL Team 6 with all the
grandmothers?
grandmas from these stories? We take the 5 grandmas and turn them into special forces.
Yeah.
Grandma Team 5. Grandma Team 5.
Grandma Team 5. Naked grandma, gun grandma, sex toy grandma. No one's going near sex toy grandma, that's for sure.
I mean, like,
She's the wild card.
No one's going near sexy grandma or sex toy grandma.
I mean, they're basically a heist group at this point, aren't they?
Christmas grandma's the weak
anti-heist
link.
group.
Christmas grandma's the weak link
One
because
would argue dead grandma would be the weak link.
you're absolutely right.
You'd be surprised, Mark. He really pulls her weight, actually. They just start every fight by throwing dead grandma.
Oh, my eyes. I got granny in my eyes.
It's like a smoke bomb where Batman blinds his enemies. They just get a smoke bomb of
Sex
grandma.
toy grandma comes tossing dildos. She jumps through the smoke.
Oh, no.
This short podcast became long podcast again. I
Got
love it.
long again. Pun intended. Okay, well, you know what? Enough of Granny Team 5. Let's go through the 5 articles that we've got here. And so you guys can discuss which ones you might think is fake news. All right. So article number 1 was Otis all money now. Local grandmother takes down Christmas. Then we had grandmother
Can you
81.
say that headline again?
Otis all money now. That's in quotes, by the way. Local grandmother takes down Christmas.
Oh, I've heard you say that headline like 4 times. It took me till right now to hear what that first part was.
I still don't know what it is, to be honest with
Like,
you.
Otis the season?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying Otis.
yeah,
like a
I
name.
thought it was I was like, who's Otis? Is the grandma named Otis?
Good old Grandma Otis.
I'm Otis Anderson, and I hate Christmas.
Yikes. Okay, well.
That's her code name.
Okay, so the second article was Grandma 81 given ASBO for wearing a bikini in her garden. Then we had man horrified to find grandma wore his sex toys as socks. Then was boob, nipple, everything. Family trip honoring dead grandmother ruined by topless female photobomber.
The boob and nipple is kind of everything, isn't it?
It really is.
I
I
mean,
don't think you need the Oxford comma on
At,
that one.
at least the top half is everything. I'm not sure about the bottom half. So
and last but not least is grandmother 75 holds car theft suspect at gunpoint until deputies arrive. All right,
Mark's-
gentlemen,
wait, hold on.
discuss.
Mark's, quick
What?
question. The garden thing. Was she just in her front lawn in her garden? Or just being naked?
Yes.
Okay. Just
Not even naked.
Well, yeah, wearing a bikini.
Bikini, I'm sorry. I apologize.
She was 81 years old, though.
So, I mean, if you're a foxy grandma, you're a foxy grandma, I suppose.
Fair enough. Dave, I'm down to 2, I think.
Really, I'm down to 0. I have no idea.
Okay.
I will say this: the ones that stand out to me is either sexy grandma or boob nipple everything grandma.
Really?
Yes,
You mean dead grandma, Dave.
dead grandma. Sorry, I just read the title. Okay,
I believe dead grandma. I believe gun grandma.
I believe gun grandma too.
And I think I believe Christmas grandma.
So
Well,
you're
Otis.
down to
Grandma
so you're
Otis.
down grandma Otis. So you're down to the sex toy and the bikini grandma.
Yeah, I am.
I can believe the bikini one a little bit.
The sex toy's like bizarre enough that I think I believe it too.
The only thing here's my logic, and I don't know how Mark's works. One, the third story mentioned something about a video, which Mark said. I'm not sure if he gave it away as a truth, as an answer that's the truth, or he's doing that to fake us.
No, it stood out to me as well.
And the second thing also is the second story. You always have someone from a random podcast reading the second story, and it's always true. We never had a fake. We never had a fake one yet. So
That is what I'm kind of thinking too.
So, but I don't know. I can, but again, I'm back to the stupid picture one. I feel like it's a little weird to discredit someone for being naked in pictures. So that's where I'm at right now.
They're all pretty believable is the problem.
They are. They really are.
Have I finally foiled you?
No, shut up, Otis
Marks.
Anderson.
Marks, I'm pretty sure you've lost the most of anyone on this podcast.
Wow, all right. Just put me on blast, why don't you?
Look up the win-loss record, please.
I'm an ideas man. I don't execute that well, okay?
Performance issues are common, don't worry.
It
That's true.
happens.
They have pills for
Thank
that,
you.
you know.
You know what? I think Marks is trying to be tricky. I think he gave the fake article to our friends at Mixed Drinks and Mysteries. I think I'm going to go with number 2.
I'm leaning towards that as well. But to be honest with you, I have no confidence in that one. I don't have any confidence in anyone.
Not even yourself, Dave?
Not even myself. Not when it comes to grandmothers.
Okay.
These grandmothers are sneaky. We discussed that 5 minutes ago. It's
true.
They're a freaking team.
Okay, is sexy grandma the distraction? I just had to clear
Sexy
that up right
grandma
now.
is always a distraction. That's why they call them cougars, Marks. Okay?
She runs distraction while gun grandma gets in point.
That's right. That's right. Dead grandma needs to carry her weight. I know what we talked about, but still. You know what? Max, I gotta agree with you. I'm gonna go with bikini grandma. I mean, but I have no confidence at all in that pick. None.
All right. I think we have our answers, Marks.
Yeah,
Are you both going for sexy grandma?
we're going for sexy bikini
Yes,
grandma.
sir.
Okay. Also, too, to make this a little quicker, I'm not going to read out the whole title. I'm just going to say which grandmas are. Oh, this will be fun. Okay.
We clarified all their names.
Which grandma is the traitor amongst Grandma Team 5?
Oh, it can't be the dead one.
Which is actually not a grandma.
All right, let's go through this. So, the first real agent of Grandma Team 7 is
Damn, 7.
Grandma Team 7. Grandma Team 5, I apologize, is Gun Grandma. Gun Grandma is confirmed.
She's definitely the leader of
Yeah, she's
Grandma
the leader.
Team 5.
That makes sense.
Granny
Oh,
Team
she's-
5.
I don't know if she's the leader. I think someone else would be.
Who is it, the
Definitely
dead one?
leader, Marks.
Not the dead one.
Who else would be the
dead-
leader?
I feel like
Marks doesn't know anything about fucking grandmas. Why did he
know.
choose this topic?
I feel like Christmas Grandma would
I
be a
like
good.
the idea of like he goes to the they do ask the dead grandmother and they all complain. Oh no, she's not saying anything. She's all ashy and everything.
So, the next true agent of Grandma Team 7 is
5, man. Stop adding 2.
Grandma Team 5. Sorry, I'm thinking SEAL
Marks,
Team
you
7.
don't know
Okay?
anything about fucking grandmas.
It's SEAL
Get that
Team
through your
6,
head.
all right?
Y'all just yelled at me for that. Can I please just get a break? God damn it. The second true agent is Dead Grandma. Dead Grandma
Of course.
is
Oh yeah.
she's
All right.
she's the lifer at Grandma Team 5 for more reasons than one.
She has no choice.
Actually, she's an afterlifer. Yikes. All right.
I love this show.
So we're down to our last 3 agents.
Uh-oh.
The next non-trader agent is Sexy Grandma. Sexy Grandma
Sexy grandma.
is...
Ouch.
Oh, sorry. No, not Sexy Grandma.
Oh.
Sex Toy Grandma. That could be very much misconstrued here.
No, that's true. Yeah,
Fuck
that's
you, Marks. I thought we both lost.
Sex Toy Grandma. How about that? Sex Toy Grandma is definitely
Of
a
course,
thing.
sex toy grandma. She's the
Yeah.
linchpin of the team.
That's
I was going to
right.
say she's the
Backbone.
tech support, but okay.
She holds
She
it
holds
down.
them all together.
Oh, she's holding.
Ew.
Oh, she's supporting something else.
Yeah, she's a little sticky.
Oh boy. All right. So, all right. The traitor on Granny Team 5 is Christmas Grandma.
What? Wait,
Christmas Grandma was with the fucking wolves this entire time.
Wait,
fucking traitor.
Christmas grandma's fake news?
Christmas
Christmas
grandma's not a
Grandma's
grandma?
fake news. Christmas Grandma ain't even a grandma. She's a man. No.
No!
This is bullshit. Grandma Otis.
Grandma Otis got you guys good.
With Christmas grandma's
Dude, I
true?
knew it. I fucking knew it.
And not a grandma?
God, I said this wasn't good enough to be news.
As soon as you said that in the first article, I literally went into the thinker pose being like, oh fuck, they
I was
already
like,
figured
there's
it
no
out.
way this is news. That was all right.
But yep, unfortunately, y'all lost.
We
Granny
lost
Team's
it. Dave, we lost to the distraction.
Oh, we lost
to sexy grandma.
We lost a sexy grandma. That's what sexy grandma does, man. He distracts us, and everyone else swoops in for the kill, except for dead grandma because she's already been killed. But man,
Fuck. Damn it. God damn
Granny
it.
Team 5, they succeed another mission.
So, fun fact about this, the whole reason why I picked grandmas was because I was perusing Facebook when I saw a sex toy grandma on Facebook, and I'm like, what the actual fuck?
It's a wise decision, Marks.
And then
Very
I
wise.
I'm like, oh boy.
I'm upset.
Good. Because Marcus wins. My trader in Granny Team 5 has taken y'all down. Thank you for listening to Absurdist News. I want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at the Mixed Drinks and Mysteries podcast. That's Chad and Casey over there, where you heard exactly what they talk about. And on top of that, too, if you want to hear us talking about either a cryptid or a paranormal story, because I'm not sure which one they decided
We
to
had
go
some
with.
technical issues on someone's fault.
I mean, listen.
One out of the three of us had technical issues.
Shit
You can
happens.
guess who it is.
Okay, all right. No need to point fingers at here, Max.
But we
hope
did
it's not
record
me.
two whole little spots for them. One about ghosts and one about a dinosaur in the Congo.
Max, you forgot the aliens.
That one
We
didn't go
recorded
through,
3.
Marks. That was the third one. that we
Read
didn't
the
even
plugs.
send to them, I don't think.
Okay, well, you can head over and check out their podcast. If you want to see when it comes up, then make sure to follow us on Twitter. We're at Absurdist_news. We're going to be retweeting the episode whenever it goes live. Anyways, if you enjoyed this particularly grandmother intensive episode with a lot of spies and espionage mixed into this one,
Who
then
knew?
consider subscribing. Tell a friend about us. We're on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. And if you want to leave us a review and give us a rating, that would be super helpful. I'm starting to notice that that's how more podcasts are getting noticed these days, and that's how they shoot up the charts. So do that, so then we can go big, and Absurdist News can take over the world, so that we can tell everybody about Grandma Team 7. I don't know if that's actually
Granny
a good thing.
Team 5! Fuck!
I've had a long day.
You're
We've all
the
had a long
worst. You don't deserve this victory.
Okay. And I won, bitches. So you can head over to our website, absurdistnews.wordpress.com. That's where I'm going to be posting all these granny-related articles over there. But otherwise, yeah, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Hope you enjoyed these shenanigans, because my God, did this one go off the goddamn rails.
I got a question. Is there a Grandpa Team 5?
I feel like they're all widows.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is like their husband died. They had to do something with their time.
Is this movie
They
directed
work
by
for the
Michael?
government.
I know.
So instead of knitting, they decided to become an elite government agent.
Yeah, and one of them
team.
decided to die, but like,
Of course, but her spirit lives on.
See, it's not exactly a true to form, because then she brings that supernatural element to it too. So there's a little bit of like what's really
she's
going
just
on behind the
fucking dead.
scenes?
She's just a corpse they drag around with them.
Oh, okay.
The spirit isn't there.
I tried to spin it. It didn't work.
I can't wait for this movie to come out, directed by Michael Bay.
Yikes. All right. Well, anyways, really, Michael Bay, that's your best pick?
It's gonna be called Grandma Team 7, and the 7's crossed out, and there's a 5 below it.
You know, I named these goddamn episodes, and I'm going to put Granny Team 7 in the goddamn title of this one.
Oh, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well,
Despite all y'all.
check us out next week at Absurdist News 2, which is just me and Dave.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to Absurdist News. I'm Marks,
I'm Max.
I'm Dave.
and we will catch you next Wednesday for a brand new episode of Absurdist News.
So Shark Week.
Oh, Shark Week, so overrated, man.